The U.S. 6th District Court has ruled that using chalk to keep tabs on how long vehicles are parked in a timed parking zone is a violation of your constitutional rights.
The judge compared the idea to law enforcement using GPS to keep track of a car's location. That ruling doesn't have any impact on Iowa or Minnesota just yet. The KIMT News 3's Brian Tabak is learning those changes could be on the way. He joins us live now. Brian?
Amy, George, if I'm going to park my car here, I only have about 12 hours before I have to move it or I can get a ticket. In Mason City, they still use chalk in order to mark where your vehicle's at, mostly because it's just cheaper. But after this ruling, some would like to see that changed. Marking tires with chalk is a tried and true method for catching drivers who overstay the limit in timed parking zones. But in Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, and Tennessee, courts ruled the practice unconstitutional, a violation of the Fourth Amendment governing search and seizure. Next stop, the Supreme Court. Ryan Wade, who's made a practice of collecting parking tickets, is glad to see the courts involved.
I think we've paid about $400 in parking violations.
Wade owns the downtown business, The Hungry Mind. Not only does he find the chalking of tires unconstitutional, he also believes the practice hurts downtown.
We have customers that come in and they want to have a good experience here in the downtown, and it's limited, and it's tough when you're constantly worried about moving your car every 2 hours.
Mike Carpenter is the one doing the chalking in Mason City. She sees the ruling a little differently.
Well, I know when I take days off, the whole parking lots are full and they never move, so that I guess I would be suspecting, but I feel it more like quality control.
Carpenter says tire chalking has been a practice since the 80s. Police maintain it's the cheapest way to monitor parking, even though it doesn't bring in much revenue.
We're writing maybe 350 or 400 parking tickets a month. Those are $15 tickets in most cases, and that doesn't fund the full-time employee, the vehicle that we provide for her to use to run that route, fuel, all the other ancillary expenses that go with parking.
The ruling doesn't leave a mark on Iowa laws yet, but for the downtown business district, Wade's holding out hope.
Right now, the ticketing in downtown Mason City is a little excessive.